Tommy Fox.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Overtime parking, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
What is your explanation?
Every Tuesday night, we play cards. Every Tuesday night, we play cards at a friend of mine's house. And
you do?
Yeah, we're constantly in and out.
You play for money?
No.
Sergeant?
Yeah. So we were in and out all night. And when I came out, all 11 of us had tickets on our car. And I wasn't there past 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Well, according to the ticket that I had before me, you were there at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, well.
He checked you at 1, and you were still there at 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's $10.
Okay.
Okay. Kimberly Rossi, Linda Gigan, Donald Cesaretti, Eugene Lecco, Eggsaw Painting Incorporated, Holly Lazia, Marie Fortune, and Carlos Fernandez. Kimberly Rossi. You have a photograph, Kimberly?
Yes.
Sergeant Sarandon, we have evidence here. You live on Moorfield Street, Kimberly?
Yes.
All right. And you're charged with parking on a sidewalk?
Your Honor, that's my driveway. My landlord, I've been living there 3 years. Yeah, that's my driveway. Well, it's a sidewalk, but the landlord knocked down the fence. And I've had this problem, like, for the last 3 years. I've gotten several tickets on the sidewalk, and this happened back in October when they gave me my last ticket, and they made me call the sergeant.
But you see, you're protruding at least halfway into the sidewalk.
No, I understand that, because it is somewhat on the sidewalk, but the landlord knocked down the fence so I could actually pull my car halfway in, so that would be my driveway, because I used to have to pay and park in a lot before. I've never had any problems with, like, the regular patrolmen that do the neighborhood, because I've called the police station.
Listen to me. Here's what it looks like here. See, there were hedges along the front of your house, right?
Right.
So the landlord took out a few of the hedges,
and the fence.
took the fence down, and said, park your car here.
Yeah.
Except that you're protruding 3/4 of the way into the sidewalk. I mean, you're technically parking on the sidewalk.
Yes,
This is generally, we have a case where someone's protruding a foot. You know, when they come in and say, somebody parked in front of me and I couldn't fit in the driveway, and my car just protruded a foot or two into the sidewalk. But by your own photograph, you're 3/4 of the way blocking the sidewalk.
No, I understand that.
But your argument is you don't have a place to park. That's your argument.
No. My argument is I've lived there 3 years, and only when new people are on and they patrol the area, it's true. I mean, my car is sticking out. You can see that. I'm not arguing with you at all. You're right. But I don't know.
I don't mean that. I don't mean that you're being contentious. What I mean is that what you're trying to present to me now, as I understand it, is that some cops tag you and some cops don't, even though you park on the sidewalk.
Technically, yes. But that's not what I'm trying to tell you.
$30.
Thank you.
Eggsaw Painting. What is your name, sir?
Sego.
Sego.
Yes, please.
Oh, Mr. Sego, you're charged with obstructing traffic on Cranston Street.
Not guilty, Your Honor.
What happened?
I did not receive the ticket, and someone was probably using my vehicle at that time.
Someone was using your car?
Yes.
One of your employees?
I have no idea who was using it then. Sometimes I've let people use my vehicle.
Well, this was 11 o'clock at night.
Right.
I beg it was 9 o'clock at night, so you know who's using your car at 9 o'clock at night. It wasn't that it was during working hours. It was 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it's been a while ago, so I really didn't know.
It was only a couple of months ago. It's not, it's not that far.
Yeah, but I don't recall who was using the vehicle at that time.
Well, how many people drive this car?
Basically, I do drive the car.
You?
Yes.
$25.
Thank you.
How are you lazy? What is this, Holly?
That's my leaf slip for the day of the overtime parking.
So you're trying to tell me that you were not the person who was parked in this spot?
No, I was the one, but
Oh.
I just learned from the previous man that what I had done
Every
was...
time someone gets ready to tell a lie, that thing goes like...
Oh, great.
It's a big
That's
loud,
great. That's
big
great.
loud noise.
Okay.
It's a polygraph.
What I had done was I did park in the parking space, and then I left at 10:45, and I took leave for about almost 3 hours that day. I did return to the same street, but I parked in a different spot. But now I'm hearing, and that was a 4-hour parking spot, but now I'm hearing from the other man that it's 2 hours. His was 2 hours, mine was 4 hours. I mean, it was 4 hours total for the day, but at 2 different times and at 2 different parking spots.
Okay, the matter is dismissed. Remember now, you can't park more than 2 hours.
I know that. No, I had 4.
Marie Fortune?
Yes, Your Honor.
Marie, you're charged with parking in a prohibited area on Homestead Avenue.
Yes, Your Honor. This is my church. I always park there. I don't know what happened that night, and the officer, give me a ticket.
What's the name of the church?
Church of God, Pentecostal, Antonia Avenue.
Were you at?
It's off Cranston Street.
Were you at services?
Yeah, we went to preparing for Sunday school. It was a Wednesday, 7:30 to 9. But I always park over there. But that night, the officer gave me the ticket. I don't know why.
I know I'm going to get 100 people coming in and tell me they went to church, but I have a procedure I generally follow around here. When St. Francis Chapel was over here on off-way Boston Street behind the Performing Arts Center, we get a lot of people getting tickets back there because they go to Mass in the morning.
Yeah.
And they come in with getting tickets. And so I had a deal with them that if they went to Mass in the morning and they got a ticket, as long as they were at Mass, that I would dismiss the ticket. And not only people went to Catholic Church, any religious service, if they were at a religious service, that I would dismiss the ticket if they were at a religious service. But the deal was that in return for dismissing the ticket, right, that they'd have to say a prayer for me. So
We always praying for you, for everybody.
So, well, when you pray and you say for everyone, you have to make one special exception.
I will, Your Honor. I will.
And say, everyone and, right, there's this fellow who sits up on the 3rd floor in the police station where the ceiling is falling down in chambers. You have to say something nice about him. Okay?
We always pray, yeah.
Now, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do that because, people in public life, they're not supposed to take anything of value in exchange for their services. So, I'll take the chance. Say the prayer, okay?
I'm a Sunday school teacher. I do.
All right, case is dismissed.
Thank you.
Carlos Fernandez. You have 2 charges of parking in a prohibited area on Hope Street. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Were you there?
Yes, I was.
Well, according to our records, you were parked there once at 10 o'clock in the morning and at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the area is posted for being prohibited.
No, it's not, sir. There's a 3-hour parking limit, and what my ticket said I was parked within 10 feet from a crosswalk, and I looked up.
You were parked 10 feet from a what?
A crosswalk.
Crosswalk.
And I looked up Title 31, and there's no such thing as a violation like that.
Let me see what you have there. Show it to the sergeant. Oh, you're looking at the state code?
Yeah, I think so.
This is the state code, yeah. You're charged with... yeah. You're charged with violating a municipal ordinance. This is the state code you're looking at. This is on highways and
Okay.
stuff like that.
Okay.
All right. What they do is they try, if they don't find it, if it's in the city code, they go to the state code. If it's in the state code, they go to the national code. If it's in the, then they go to the internet and say, look, I got the records here. It shows you it's not in here. All right, it's $15. Stephanie Grillo. John Vikia. Paige McGrattan. Patricia Duchette. Rhode Island registration ZU442. Bethany Heaney and Pedro Vieira. Stephanie Grillo.
Hi.
You're charged with parking illegally on Kennedy Plaza. How do you plead?
Not guilty with an explanation.
What is it?
I've been working for Bank Boston for a year and a half.
Bank Boston?
Yes, and I've parked there for a whole year. I work nights 5 to 9, but then I do a split shift on Tuesdays and Thursdays for the past 6 months, and I parked there and never got a ticket. I seen a sign on the right side that said no parking tow zone, but I didn't see one on the right side. And the other thing, on the bottom of my ticket, it says U.S. Marshals,
Oh, it must be a reserved spot for the marshals.
but there's no sign there. And I took the license plates because the police officer, when I came the day that I got the ticket, said that when I come to make sure I take this and they can check it out, the car that was in front of me and the car that was in back of me, neither one of them were tagged.
Well, they may have been U.S. Marshals.
So, well, that's why I took the license plate, and he said that you can, or someone in the
Give those
police
to the
department
sergeant. Sergeant, get those plates.
checks it out and tells if it was U.S. Marshals.
The U.S. Marshal Service and the FBI and other agencies have vehicles that are not registered. When I say not registered, those that they change their plates frequently for obvious reasons. So we'll see if these are registered to other people that should be tagged. But they have what they call confidential plates. All police departments, province police, state police, federal police, and so forth. But it appears to me you were parked in a spot that was reserved for the federal marshal.
Yeah, and I didn't see a sign, and like I said, I've been with the bank for a year and a half, and that's my same spot. I parked there every Tuesday, every Thursday morning, and every night 5 to 9, never got a ticket.
Yeah.
Then when I got that ticket, I never parked there again because we can park in front of the bank now from 5 to 9 at night.
They must have been working late in the marshal's office that night. The sergeant informs me that one of those places he's familiar with is a U.S. Marshal.
Well, when I spoke to the woman at the desk, when I came in with the ticket, she said when I come here, whatever date it would be, to show them and they can check it out and see if it was for the U.S. Marshals or not.
You sound like you're doing some undercover work for the Providence Police Department. Sergeant. She's going around taking points. Better be careful. She may
I just want to prove my innocence.
She may find you a plate and turn it in. Your wife may know where you are at night. Just remember, if you see her in the area, move your car. Okay, I'm going to reduce it to parking in a prohibited area.
Thank you.
Okay.